Okay, hello everybody. Thank you for coming. We are going to begin with today's class. Be welcome and thank you one more time for joining to the class. Let's see. First we have to read the versicle, and do you remember we have one value and is responsibility. Responsibility is the value. And yesterday we made a reading about some production from Bible Hub. We are here in New Living Translation is the version chosen for this week. Work hard so you can present yourself to God and receive His approval. Be a good worker, one who does not need to be ashamed and who thoroughly explain the word truth. Okay, we say, for example, uh, do your best in another version, make every effort to present, hasten to present yourself. King James, remember, like an old-fashioned English, and we have a study. In New King James, be diligent to present. Then we have American Standard Bible, like be diligent to present yourself approved to God as a work if we've done this to be ashamed at thoroughly handling the word of truth. And ASB 1995 and 1977, there is not if you make a comparison, you are not going to find many difference between these two versions for this text. But here we have, for example, in this case, in this part, we have a change. Accurately handling accurately. There is a change. Be diligent. Okay, one more time. And we go to the Amplified Bible. It's similar to King James. Study and do your best to present yourself to God approved. Awardment, and we have here, what is awardment? Well, in this case is for a man tested by trial, like when you go, for example, for looking for a job, and maybe the boss or your future boss say to you, okay, okay, I'm going to hire you for this job, but first I want to know if you can make at will, for example, or maybe I'm going to test you in this work, and if you pass this test, you get the job. Okay, you will get the job. And here we have, who has no reason to be ashamed. No reason to be ashamed. If I am in my work, I am a responsible person. There is no reason to be ashamed because I am doing what I need to do, what I have to do. I thoroughly handling and skillfully, skillfully, this is a nice word, skillfully teaching the word of truth. Okay, remember, Timothy was a man in a church for in a Christian church, and he was a leader. He was a leader. He was a man that come from God, and God say to him, "Okay, you are my worker. You are my worker. Please be responsible." But in this case, study. Don't forget about study because you are teaching. You are teaching to my child. You are teaching the word of truth. And then we have, for example, Christian standard, be diligent to present yourself as one approved. A worker doesn't need to be ashamed. Here we are going to find the contraction, the mother contraction. Is like, for example, the contemporary English version. Do you do your best to win God's approval as a worker who doesn't need, okay, to be ashamed and who teaches only the true message. Okay, this is for contemporary English. Yes, it's like an currently English. Well, we have many another version. We have another version. But do you remember if we go to the end part, to the ending for this, we are going to find that commentary. We have many commentaries, but one of the most important is the strong commentaries, because we are going to find the original in Greek. For example, make every effort, okay, to hasten, eager, be zealous from school, to use speed, to make effort. We have to present, in this case, to stand beside, exhibit, prepare, recommend yourself or yourself approved, like acceptable, like tried. We have here one more, in this case, unashamed, like unashamed, having the cause to be ashamed, not ashamed. Okay, an example, irreconcilable. A workman, it can be a field laborer or a laborer, workman in general. Okay, we can find all that description from the original in Greek. Well, that's gonna be all for tonight about the versatile. Now we go to our material, and here we have for tonight. We go to the conversations. Okay, in this part we need to make conversations. Okay, let's see. Uh, I'm going to choose, because everybody is going to make a participation for tonight. Let's see. I'm going to choose Aida. You will be Aida. You will be in this first conversation. You will be the interviewer. Okay, Aida
Okay.
is the interviewer. Andres. Hello, Andres. Andres Borja. Hello. Okay, Fatima. Hello, Fatima. Hello, Fatima. Can you make a participation for tonight?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Fatima, you will be Jack. And Aida, you are the interviewer. Okay. The tiller for this conversation is a business traveler. Okay. Let's begin. Come on.
Good morning, sir. I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may.
Well, I'm waiting to catch my flight, so I guess I can answer a few questions.
Thank you, sir. First of all, how often do you travel?
I travel about twice a month.
Where are you flying to on this trip?
I'm flying to Austin, Texas.
And where did you fly on your last trip?
I flew to Portland, Oregon. I really been there 3 times.
Really? Do you enjoy traveling for business?
Yes, although I prefer staying in the office.
What do you like most about traveling?
I like visiting new cities and trying out new food.
Is is there anywhere you would like to visit that you haven't visited yet?
Yes, I like to go to Hawaii. I love going to the beach.
Thank you very much for your time today.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Okay, thank you, Aida and Fatima. Good done. Let's see. Uh, Here we have this conversation. Okay, according to the conversation, everybody, I'm going to make some questions. I want to know your answers. For example, if we make a question for this, I'm going to ask you, this conversation is for British English or is for American English? What do you think? Is there some words that we can say, this is British English, this is American English?
I think it's American English teacher
Rosa thinks it's American. Tell me, Rosa, why do you think that is American English?
because in all the text I don't find any word white in British English.
Okay,
I think so.
okay, thank you so much. Well, somebody else wants to make an opinion about it. Is British? This conversation is British or is like American English?
I think it's American English because
Okay,
they use the constructions, some words. For example, I would like, they use I'd.
okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, somebody else, I have two opinions, one from Rosa and the other one is from Hyder. Somebody else want to make an opinion? No? Okay, let's see and pay attention for this. At first, we can think something about these words. For example, pay attention. I'm flying to Austin, Texas. I flew to Portland, Oregon. Let's see what more. I like go to Hawaii. Okay, maybe if you read this name for this state, these cities, you are going to think, hey, that is in USA. Maybe this is American English. Okay, but it's not American English. We have two words that say to us, this comes from British English. Okay, and what are these? At first, this verb, catch my flight. Remember, for I'm going to write here. In United Kingdom, they use the verb catch. It will be catch the bus, catch a flight, catch, for example, a taxi, whatever, to catch. Okay, to catch. For means of transport, for example, or way to make a trip, for example, to go from this place to another place to catch. In that means in USA English, they use to take the bus, take the flight, for example. Okay, here we have one verb that is classical, a verb for a British. Okay, this is one, but here we have another word. This word it's similar. It's similar for Americans and for British at the moment to make the pronunciation. We are not going to find difference in this word when I hear maybe somebody for British or maybe an American. Okay, we just can see the difference when we go to the spelling. In the spelling, we are going to look for this difference, and what it is, okay, is travel or traveling. Okay, we have to remember in this case for UK English, they write like this: traveling, traveling with double L, traveling with double L. An Americans, they use just one L, traveling. We have to remember about how to make the ing form, and for British say if the verb ends with a letter L, you have to duplicate the L and then add the ing form. But Americans say that's not necessary. Just when the verb is ending with letter L, you add ing. Just that. Let's try to do, for example,
Mister,
yes, come on, tell me.
all here because I is American English. Mister,
Okay, sorry, Sinia, can you repeat me? Can you repeat me, please? Okay, I got it. Thank you so much. Sinia says there is another word, and is sir. Okay, and she say for example, for for British English is most common to use sir, and for American English is to use Mr. Thank you so much. That is another difference in this case. Okay, well, I think that is all. That is all about this conversation. Let's see. Um, let's go to another one. I need that you major practice for English pronunciation. We go to the second one. Okay, I'm going to choose two more students for make this conversation is an interview with a famous actor. Okay, let's see. Tell me, Glenda Campos, can you make a participation for tonight? No?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. You are the interviewer. And Gerson, hello, Gerson.
Yes.
Okay, Gerson, you will be Brad. And it's a famous, okay, you are Brad Pitt for tonight, Gerson. Okay, Glenda and Gerson, get ready and let's start.
Can I start?
Okay, but first
Okay.
is Glenda. Glenda is the interviewer and you are Brad.
Thank you for taking some time from your busy schedule to answer a fair question about your life.
It's my pleasure.
Could you tell us about an average
Sure. I get up early at 7 in the morning. Then I have breakfast. After breakfast, I go to the gym.
Are you studying anything now?
Yes, I'm learning a new film called The Man About Town.
What do you do in the afternoon?
First, I have lunch. Then I go to the studio and shot some scenes.
Which essence are you acting today?
I acting a scene about an angry lover.
That's very interesting. What do you do in the evening?
In the evening, I go home and have dinner and study my scripts.
Did you go out at night?
Not always. I like going out on weekends.
Okay, that's all. Thank you, Gerson and Glenda. Okay, let's see. Um, we have to, I have some observations for the pronunciation of some words. Okay, pay attention, everybody, for these words. Maybe we have to remember and have to get a better pronunciation. Okay, let's see. Remember this come from take. This word. Let me see. This come from take, taking, taking. Okay, is taking. And let's see another one. We have here I get up here in the morning. Okay, that's correct. I go to the gym. Mm, Well, should. Double O, should. And you have another, this is a complicated word. This is a complicated word because it ending, well, this is a plural in a plural form. But if we're thinking about the singular form, this one is just like sin, the pronunciation. Some sins, sin is not sins. No, we don't have to say that. In this case is sins. Okay, if we don't remember, I'm going to write this. The pronunciation for this word, for example, in singular in singular way is just like sin, sin. But in plural way, it will be sins, sins, some sins. I should and some sins. Okay, is maybe it's a not common word for us, but we have to remember the way to get a nice pronunciation. Sins. Which sins are you acting today? I'm acting a sin about an angry lover. Okay, and that's very interesting. Remember this word. It's a complicated because we are going to make this word like making 3 syllables, but remember in English is just like evening, evening, just 2 words, the pronunciation. In the evening, evening. Okay, let's see. That's gonna be all. Well, one more time, we are going to make a question. Did you find some clues or some words or something that say to you, this conversation is American English or is British English? Tell me. Is like an standard English, is not, for example, is not British, is not American, or there is a little word that you can say, this word is for a British, is for British pronunciation, or maybe British vocabulary. No, no. Okay, I'm going to give you one clue in Spanish, in Latin Spanish, and in Spanish from Spain. For example, there is a famous actor. We are in this conversation, we have a famous actor. Okay, what do a famous actor? Okay, he is making a movie, like, for example, una película o un filme.
En ese caso sería British.
Okay, I hope you get the word. These words say to us, okay, maybe this is not Brad Pitt, it's another Brad, because it's a Brad from, maybe he is from England, Scotland, or maybe he is Irish, we don't know. But he used the word new film. An American will say a new movie, a new movie. We have to remember, for British, they say is a film. Is like Spanish. Spanish, they say filme. Es un filme. Okay, but for Americans, they use the word movie. Like Latin American people say película. Okay, and here we got a difference, maybe is just that. It's just that. Maybe it can be the interviewer is maybe from United States, but this actor is from some of these countries that are or they speak British English. You remember, it could be England, it could be Scotland, it could be Ireland, or it may be Dulles. Well, let's see. I think we have time for another conversation. Okay, we go to the number 3. I need 2 more participants. Tell me who wants to make participation for tonight.
Me, teacher.
Okay, Naomi, you are going to be Maria. Somebody else? Okay, somebody wants to be David, tell me. Who wants to be brave and make a practice for tonight? Naomi
Hey,
with,
coach.
okay, thank you, Jairo. You are David and Naomi is Maria. The title for this conversation is What's in Your Office? Come on.
Okay, I've got a new office now.
That's great. Congratulations.
I needed a desk and some cabinets. How many cabinets are there in your office?
I think 3 or 4 cabinets in my office.
And do you have any furniture in your office? I mean, other than the chair at your desk.
Oh yes, I got a sofa and 2 comfortable armchairs.
Are there any tables in your office?
Yes, I have got a table in front of the sofa.
Is there a computer in your office?
Oh yes, I keep a laptop on my desk next to the phone.
Are there any flowers or plants in your office?
Yes, 3 are few plants near the window.
Where is your sofa?
The sofa is in front of the window between the 2 armchairs.
Thanks a lot for your help, Janet. This gives me a good idea of how to arrange my office.
My pleasure. Good looking with your decorating.
Okay, thank you, Jairo, and thank you, Naomi. Well, uh, let's see. In this case, I'm going to make another question. It's not related to British or American. It's another question. Tell me, for you, there is a strange word in this conversation, a weird word.
And that really, I don't remember the translation is the armchairs.
Armchairs, okay, armchairs. Is like do you remember we have, for example, the sofa, but we have kind of chair with arms, and it's like a part, it's like a sofa, but is tiny. Okay, it could be one word maybe is strange for us or that we don't remember the meaning. Thank you, Naomi. There is another word. It's another word that we can say that word is strange or it's not a common word.
For me, only one.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, let's see. Our chair in Spanish, we can say es un sillón. Okay. For example, if we go to dictionary.com and we take this word, armchairs, and we make a question, please, dictionary.com, you are my friend, and tell me about this word. I want to know about this word. Remember, we can find the IPA pronunciation for this armchair. And here we have, it's a noun, it's a chair with side pieces of arms. The support person, okay, for forearms or maybe the elbows. And it's an adjective, it could be an adjective, okay. And we can go, for example, for the orange, is it's a compound word from arm and chair, arm plus chair. And then we have, for example, some use in a sentences. Let's see what more. According to the British dictionary, we are going to find is a chair with arms, okay. But here we are going to find another definition, like a modifier, taking no active part, for lacking practical experience. An archim is strategist. Okay, this is a definition for is not for furniture, it's for people. It's for people, it can be for people. Well, but there is another word, maybe we can get the word like in the meaning, we say, okay, I know what I see it, but is this word, cabinet. Okay, we are going to take a look for this. It's a noun, a piece of furniture with shelf, drawers, holding. It could be this is the most, it's a word that doesn't come from the English, because in English we use cupboard. Is must it is the word. But for example, I don't have much time, but if we go, for example, the orange, you are going to find this word is not, it doesn't come from English, it's from the French. Okay, the French borrow this to the English and come from this word. And take a look, this is the French word, and the meaning is this for English. Okay, is a word, is a little strange because it's not from English, is taken from the French. Okay, everybody, time is over. Bye bye. Have a great weekend. Take care. I wait you on next Tuesday.
Thank you, teacher.